Yeah, welcome, welcome. Let me share the links out. He's Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle. Please, guys, I want to share the links out, please. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle. No, let me just at the center. Walking God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle working God. Hi, our Mata TV. You're highly welcome. Welcome, guys. Please let me share the links out. Please just give me some minutes, just a minute to share the links out. Yes, you're highly welcome, our Matters TV. Thank you very much for sharing me out. God bless you. Thank you. You're welcome to this episode, okay? Welcome. Hi, you're busy. You're highly welcome. You're highly welcome. Thank you, our Matter, for sharing me out. God bless you, my sister. Let me share the links out. Okay. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. Dada Osi, you're highly welcome. Guys, please bear with me. Let me share the links out. Join us into this. It's a miracle. Flourish, God's grace, and God bless you. You're highly welcome, Kosi. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me share the links out. Yes, we have Pretty Oloma TV. Guys, please bear with me. Let me share the links out to my social medias. Let them join us. We have an interesting topic. I guess every one of us would like to contribute towards this. Please join me here. My God, thank you. Let me on it. I forgot. Thank you. Our matter. God bless you. Our matter. God bless you for reminding me. I forgot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our Matters TV, thank you so much. How can I just forget? Guys, come in, let's chat. So you are highly welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us today. So coming, guys, let's start. Hey, Baba Sas, welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome, Sebastian. You're highly welcome. Our mother, thank you. Oh, it happens to you too, my darling. I always forget. Do you know, during the day of my monetization, I forgot it totally. Till after the stream, that was when I got to know I didn't own it. Okay, thank God it's not only me, yes. So let's just talk. Our topic today is on adoption. So let's really discuss on this adoption of kids. So guys, share me out. God bless you. You know, kids are precious gift from God, and a lot of people, Queen Okoli, hi manager, God bless you, Queen, for joining us. I so much appreciate. Please thumbs up for the host, guys. A lot of people think adoption is just, paying that money you are asked to pay to, do the legal adoption. I'm talking on the legal adoption. All these kids you are adopting, a lot of them during the pregnancies, there was no parental love shown to them. And a lot of people, out of, do I say, okay, you need a child and you adopted one, and you cannot cut. Adoption is meant for people that can really or actually take care of those kids. It's not a matter of you just need a child to be with you without thinking the importance of taking care of a child. Adopting a child is one thing. The next to it is, how do you cater for that child? You know, many people that think adopting a child is just, you know, bringing that child, paying the money you are asked to pay, and you begin to, the baby begins to keep you company. But at a certain time, people begin to misbehave. When you see an adopted child as someone else's child, you don't want to call a mother. Yes, I have my reasons. A lot of kids have been adopted, they don't know their original parent, but there is one impression I want to correct here. There is no living individual that came into the world without a union of man and woman. But people forget to say that. You only think of adopting a child. You don't think of things that behind it. There are a lot of things that behind adoption. All these children, when you adopt them and there is no parental love, how do you think they are going to experience once they did not experience love? Are they going to buy love to show to people? No. You give him what you have and you give him what you think you have experience on. During the pregnancy, nobody showed them love. It was crying all through. Carol Mboti, hi host. Carol, God bless you for joining. God bless you. A lot of people believe adopting a child is, I have that money, I can give that child food. That one is also good. When you have the money to take care of that child, show them love. Every child deserves to be shown love. And when there is no love, what do you think they can offer? They can't offer anything. You keep on seeing on Google, in internet, everywhere, the way people maltreat adopted kids. They are being adopted is not their wish or maybe what they really wanted. No, they needed love. They needed someone to call mom. They needed someone to call daddy. And you went there to adopt them, that you would show them all this love. Along the line, many people, God bless them. You adopted a child, and that child opens the way for you. You begin to put demarcation. These are mine, these are not my kids. Without thinking that maybe because of this child, God decided to answer my prayer after waiting for years. Or even if they let some of them, they don't have as in their own biological kids, and they're already on their menopause, and they begin to maltreat those kids. Even your own biological children, you're supposed to show them love, but at least the ones you adopted, there is no moment in their life they have experienced love. And you adopted them. Instead of you to make them happy, for them to feel that they are being loved, you stab them. You talk to them anyhow. Without minding, these children need to be taught with love. At least for once in their life, let them experience what love is all about. During pregnancy, there was no food. During their pregnancy, there was no petting. It was only tears. You think babies in the wood, they have ears. And I'm using this video to talk to people. Please, if you cannot cater for kids, don't go for an adoption. People laugh at you, you don't have a child, and you decided to prove to them you can cater one and you adopted one. Are you playing that role as a mother? There are things it takes to be a mother, not just bringing in a child. It's not just bringing up a child. The parental part of it, are you playing part of that role? That is the most important thing. Show those kids love. Let them know that they belong to this world. Their world is not different. They did not come to their own world different. There are more to it. You bring them, you start them. And let me come to, clear one. Let me clear one thing that there's one mistake people always do. There is no child that as in meant to steal. Okay, a child is hungry. At least the little thing the child can see, to subdue that hungry at that moment. You take a padlock, you lock up a kitchen, everywhere the child can see something like nuts, biscuits, garlic, you lock it up. At that moment, the child is doing what? Looking for self-defense. I can't watch myself to be killed by hunger. And you see that child begins to look for something in any means to subdue that hunger. On the process, what is the next option? You see that child begins to steal, and you begin to call them the adopted kids, they are thieves, they are this. No, a lot of adopted parents push them to begin to misbehave. When that child is hungry, nobody to give them food. The only way someone, when you are hungry, go into the kitchen. There is no how. In Africa, we said, even if you don't see anything, at least you will see Gary. That child can take it out. But you look up the kitchen. What do you expect that child to do at that moment? A hungry man is an angry lion. What do you expect that child to do? You begin to think there is no reason to lock up a kitchen in order to starve a child. Are you getting me? So there are more to adoption. Adoption is not just you have the cash, all the parental aspect of it. Are you ready to carry the burden? The adopting a child is a way of walking in God's vineyard. And a lot of people say because there is no that bond between the adopted child and the adopted parents. That is not the reason. Thank you, Fortune. That is not the reason you should, maltreat the adopted kids. Up- Thumbs update for the host. Thank you. It's one of those things. When you put on the shoe, you know where it pains you. So I don't think you wish someone else, you know, to that the same situation. They are just human like us. They are just kids. I've seen a situation. Why I'm saying this, I have seen someone, you adopted a child and you begin to give that child out to someone else. My question is, why did you adopt that child? When you know, I left it on mute. You adopted a child to be with you, you don't have the child of your own, and you need a company. And I believe company is one of the reasons that made you to go for adoption and you adopted those kids instead of you to show them that parental care. You begin to maltreat them. And mind you, the way you maltreat your own child, maybe the child might grow up to see it, maybe it's a training, but adopted kids cannot see it that way. They will see it that is shared wickedness. When you adopted a child, just one, you don't have a child of your own, you adopted and you want to give it out. Why did you go for the adoption? That is my question. When you know you cannot do things, you cannot cater for a child, and maybe God have seen it. Men looking at it, you cannot cater for a child. Or maybe, I don't know, some people say village people. Every little thing we talk of village people, village people. I did not say that village people did not exist. But your inner heart, God that sees your inner heart have seen everything. When you adopt a child, treat that child as your own child. It opens door. And you know you cannot tolerate, you don't know the origin of the pregnancy. Because in a normal circumstances, there is no child or no couple, as in their real sense, no parents in their real sense will force their child, as in when they take in to give that child into adoption. Sorry, guys. When you don't have money, leave those kids. Let people that have money, that have conscience, to adopt those kids. Don't bring in problem to the societies. When all these kids have not experienced love, tell me what are their impact to the society. They don't know what love is all about, and they become aggressive. And this aggressiveness cannot help the nation. During the pregnancy, throughout the pregnancy section, their mother or their parents were like garnishing their teeth. Why did I take it? I wish this baby will go out. I wish I can, abort this child. Or maybe they have tried and it didn't work out. The only option is to give her the child for adoption. And here you went and adopted and started a part two of it again. Those kids during their pregnancy, they were there. There was no love. It was only cause. Hi, King Hola. God bless you for joining. Betu Mizaza, God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. God bless you. Today's topic we are talking about adoption. Why did you go for it? When they are right in the womb, there was no love. It was only cause. They keep hearing series of curses, and here they are in the world. So please, I'm using this medium to talk to people. Please, if you can't cater for a child, don't go for adoption. There are more to kids. There are a lot of cross to carry. Having many kids, as in 10, 5, 4, 3 kids, is not just an easy task. It's a heavy cross. Because you want it, you have to carry the cross. You adopted a child because you want somebody to keep you company. And that child needs love. When I see some adopted kids, the way they are being maltreated, I begin to shed tears. When you see them, they say, no love, my parents don't love me. What do you expect from them? They don't know their biological parents. That one they own, that one is another problem to them, and you are adding salt to the injury. There is a way you can treat an adopted child. That child will live not to think of how wish I have known my biological parents. But when you begin to treat them like an outcast, even an outcast have never been treated such way, they begin to imagine, who knows where my parents are? And maybe you are somewhere enjoying, or maybe you are somewhere suffering. Many give our child for adoption. Maybe I cannot cater for these kids. And the only reason some gave out that those kids, Not really that they are heartless. No. If I keep this child with me, I'm going to keep her and she's going to starve to death. The only option they have is to give that child out for adoption. And the same reason that made the biological parents to give that child out is what is repeating itself. You use your money to buy your own problem. Yes, it's what I call it. Because there's no reason you will use your money to buy something that will keep. If you know you're not ready for it, don't go for it. Ada Beauty, hi, welcome, Ada. Thank you for joining. Don't go for it. You can't just go and get it and begin where the parents stopped. They gave the kids out for a better life, for a better living. You adopted them to starve them to death. This was the reason, one of the reasons I believe that made some people, I don't call it so. They gave it out. And you ran to go and adopt because you feel you have some cash within you. Tomorrow begin to look for where to send them to be a house help. Why did you go for it? For any human being that adopted a child, you have no reason to give her that child again for a house help or for any reason. You have to stay with that child. Show that child the love the child have never experienced in life. That is your task. For you to decide to do that, you will be able to carry the cross. And a lot of you say that what are people that give birth, as in they give out. Some people are into marriage, maybe the kids came, they decided to have the kids. Some don't believe in family planning. Some is against their faith. Everybody with their reasons. But there's no reason someone will give to me that will make someone, to maltreat an adopted child. Some say they are stealing, they are doing this. Maybe you don't know if the father was a thief or what. No way. There is a reason for that. Even at that, you can change that. You can as well change it. Show them love. You will change everything. Inborn, you change it. Something that prompted me to take this topic up. Somebody did not have kids for many years. For so many years in marriage, no kids. The family, nobody was disturbing the woman. No problem. She's living comfortably in her husband. But women, they believe maybe tomorrow the husband is going to get another wife. But the husband is not that kind of a man. I'm saying for sure. I need a child, I need a child, I need a child. You adopted one. They said, okay, maybe you needed a company. And most of you don't keep anything and you begin to adopt kids as if it's just an easy task. I want somebody to take up my inheritance after I must have gone, and fine and good. Then take one and maintain that one. Don't go and adopt two and adopt it. Tomorrow you begin to look for where to sell them for house help. For you to adopt that thing, you must stay with them. I said must. You have no reason to give. Hello, hey, Ella's mindset. God bless you for coming, my darling. How is my darling doing? There are reasons for that. So there is a situation that prompted me to talk on this issue. Please, when you know you cannot cater for a child, don't go for an adoption. Don't bring problem to the family. You adopted a child. You begin to use them as a problem to other people. Everyone has his or her own problem. Don't add yours to people. Before you know it, you turn them to criminals. When a child did not see even ordinary biscuit to eat, okay, he's doing great. Okay. Danny, hi. Tell them I said hi. but you should not break that computer screen. Yes, so you see that, and people has come to have this belief that most of adopted kids, they steal, they do this, they do that. While it's the adopted parents that inculcate that in them. By the time you begin to hide your kitchen key, begin to lock up everywhere the child can see ordinary biscuit to eat. You lock up everything. The only thing the child can see is just slippers or this. Do you expect that child to eat slippers? He must struggle for survival. And what is the next? He begin to go to neighbor's house to look for something to steal. Or maybe you mistakenly drop your handbag. You see that child beginning to search to see if he can see a little token to go and buy something. Then you are teaching that child how to steal. Even if the parents are not good, you can as well change that by your good deeds. No way. You begin to use abusive words on them. Yes, people, I have a reason that I'm saying this. You begin to see those children as a problem to you. You want to shift it to the family. When they said, don't adopt, just live your life and enjoy your life till you feel, you said no. Who is going to inherit your properties when you must have gone? And now you are maltreating those kids like that. What do you expect from them? Tomorrow, when you are old, do you think they are going to remember you? By the time they are adults, they will leave, they will forget everything about you. And if they happens to come to Europe, that's some of them, you see them when they have opportunity to, see themselves in the Western world. They forget everything about Africa. They forget everything. And people beside you say, you see, it's not good to adopt a child. It's not good to do this. It's not good to do that. Because you have already inculcated that in them. No love. Where do you expect them to go and uproot love from? From the sky? We nurture love. We implant love in kids. If you don't know, begin to do it. If you know you adopted a child, show them love. It's the love you show to them that will make them to remember you tomorrow. Even our own biological kids. Show them love too. There are 60% of, even if you did not show your own biological child, can still remember you, if not for anything, as in, okay, for that bond, that motherly bond, it can still. But the adopted child, with every little thing you do to them, they will see it as that hatred because it's already in them. You don't begin to treat people like outcasts. I always say, you don't expect people to use their money to go and buy a burden, even when you are getting married. You want to marry a woman that will stay with you. You can't use your money to go and marry a woman that when you wake up in the morning, you look at her face, you get upset. Likewise, women, you don't marry a man that when you see him, you feel like strangling him to death. No. If you do that, don't. You don't dare to venture. That is what applies also in this adoption. You want to adopt a child so that tomorrow when they grow, they begin to buy you cars, they begin to take care of you. Do your own parts for them to remember you tomorrow. You did not practice your own part and you want them to get you a car to begin to take care of you tomorrow. You are missing the track. Yes, you are missing the track. You want somebody to take care of you tomorrow. God bless you. In a family, yes, a woman adopted 2 kids, and you begin to complain. The kids are stealing, the kids are this. What prompted those children to begin to misbehave? You lock up your kitchen, they go hungry. I have given them food. Children that did not suck your breast for one day, only fed with milk. You begin to count, you ate once, you don't have to eat it. Why did you go for adoption? Adoption is meant for people that have that cash to show love to those kids, to maintain them, to make them not to be aggressive, and you join them. You adopted one. You want, this is how they cause havoc in the society. Those children grow up tomorrow and they grow with aggressiveness in them. And they are the kind of, if the boys, when they grow up to men, they become as in men. They beat up women. They, any slight mistake, they start to beat because they don't have that love in them. That's why when people complain that adopted kids, they do this, they do that, have you tried to think? Have you tried to check? So when I had this, I cried and the thing really pained me. I said, no, I must talk. And thank God I have this. So that is one of the reasons. If you don't have money, I beg you with the name of the Lord, don't go for an adoption. Pretty, thank you. Don't go for it. It's only when you have it. You don't suffocate. Thinking maybe you are not a biological. There are things, there are more to it. Adopting a child attracts blessing. You have a blessing from God because you are trying to take burden and to carry that cross. This is the way you help out. It's not going to the church to sow seed of hundreds, millions of this. That's the only way you see that you make help. No. There are a lot of ways you can assist. Adoption is one of the ways. You can have your own kids and you decide to adopt. If you show them love, they won't misbehave tomorrow. But it's when you begin to, demarcate, these are my kids, these are not my kids. That is when they become aggressive. And they begin to think how to, eliminate your own biological kids. If you know you cannot show love to any adopted child, please don't go for it. And when you adopt a child, stay with that child. Stop looking for family members you're going to give out for them to train it for you. What have you gained? Why did you go for it? At times they feel like committing suicide. When a child begins to think that way, do you think that child is happy? He's not happy. By the time they ask you, say they are thief, they are this, they are that. Why you push them to begin to misbehave? When I heard that story, the thing really pained me. It touched me. I said, no, I'm going to say it. By the time you read what people are writing, you listen, you make amendments. You rush to go and adopt. Sorry, guys. So when I had this thing, I shedded tears. The thing really touched me. I said, no, I must talk. Please. I'm pleading. If you cannot cater for a child, don't go for an adoption. Don't. Okay? I'm not saying it. I'm not being personal, but I try to talk to people. Please share these videos. You can save souls. You can save souls. A lot of kids are out there crying, waiting their pillows at what age? At tender age. A child is beginning to think of suicide. A child of how old? When they look at their mates, how they are being pampered, how they are being given whatever they are. Not that you give, not even your biological kids. Kids are meant to buy. Anything is just buy. Okay, I'll get that for you. You buy the important ones and you promise. But when a child asks for one thing, you begin to ask, have you not eaten? You lock up your kitchen. What do you expect? That is the most annoying part of it. When a woman begins to lock up kitchen, a child, you see, there is something I don't get. This is not your, not that you really want it. Maybe the child came, you use your own money. This money now you are using to buy this food. Why did you adopt it? You would have eaten your food alone. No, I wanted a child. And you adopted one. Do you know when you treat them well, they attract blessings, more blessings to you. They begin to attract blessings. They begin to do. You begin to see changes, a lot of changes in your life, in your around you. You think that is your hard work. That is blessings. When you go in for adoption, there are blessings. It attracts blessings. But when you begin to maltreat them, those blessings vanish. Of course. Because the kids are no longer happy. They cry every night and they wish everything back to you. You begin to see things begin to turn around for worst. You begin to see them as a witchcraft. You begin to see them as a, financial destroyers. Why they are not? Their heart is bitter. They have a bitter heart. And once their heart is bitter, there is no progress at all. Mark my words. Because when they sleep, they don't wish anything good. They begin to garnish their teeth. And all this bitterness begin to affect the family financially. People begin to tell you maybe there are witchcraft. Some neighbors will tell you maybe go and do deliverance. They are this. Why you are the one possessing them with that? If you don't know it today. Once their heart is bitter, it affects you financially, your success, everything, your health. Watch your back is a common sense with wisdom. This program, when you look at it, it comprises everything. You as an adult, even when you are a child, you are a baby, you are hungry, you can't even afford to buy a biscuit. What do? You go to your mama, I'm hungry. They will give you biscuits or no. Even you as an adult, when you are hungry, are you happy? You are not happy. And you want to go and take a food or even water, and you find that that place is locked. Or maybe you are hungry. Okay, you have hope to, on getting there, I'm going to get food or I'm going to get something here. When you get there, everywhere is locked up. You have your money, but you cannot see where to buy something. How do you feel? You'll be angry. Now, a child doesn't have money. Running home to open a kitchen to see something, because in the kitchen, even if there is no cooked food, in Africa, you must see gari, you must see. coconut, or you must see there must something to eat. You lock up the kitchen. If there is a leftover bread, you hide it until you are ready to bring her. I know things are not easy. Things are very difficult. Why did you go for adoption? In the first place, you begin to disturb the family member with the problem you bundled with your hand. The early time they said don't go for adoption, you think no, they want to inherit all my properties, they want to inherit everything I have worked for. Now these kids you want them to take over you when you must have gone. You decide to maltreat them. No love, nothing. What do you expect from them? It's very annoying. People might be laughing, people might be, these kids are not finding it funny. I don't know. I'm just saying it. Even to the people that are practicing it, even for the thing that made me to choose this, that made me to choose this topic. I chose it for a reason. I didn't just choose it like that. I chose this topic for a reason. And may God have mercy on some souls. There are things people say they don't believe, as in you can. I have seen an adopted kids, they are grown ups. The very first day I saw these kids, I didn't know that they are adopted kids. When the woman said, no, I don't have kids of I adopted these kids, I looked at them. Even some kids that stays with their parents, you can't, compare them with those kids. They are grown ups now. They are grown ups. The girl is married, happily married, and they don't joke with those parents. Tell me, will those children forget this man and the woman tomorrow? No, they will live to remember them. They saw them through their primary education in a very big school, even to their university level, to make sure they got a good husband. You hardly know, except the woman tells you that, no, I did not, but these are my kids. I was like, if a child happens to, okay, in a situation maybe, because definitely when they grow up, they must know that you are not their biological parents. Even if you did not tell them, some neighbors will remind them. If not, some of your family members will remind them that these are not your biological parents. Yes. Some people in this world, they like to tell the kids something that would that will bitter their hearts. Please never allow the adopted kids to be bitter. I beg you in the name of God. Because it's to save society. It's not only for your family, for the society. Because once their heart is bitter, there's nothing positive they're going to offer to the society tomorrow. They begin to see everybody as the same. When I was hungry, nobody was there for me. As if they knew everybody. You see somebody give them something, you collect it from them. Please, let's try to show love to these kids. Adoption is not an option. Please, it's a task. Adoption is not an option. Please, it's a very big task. It's a very big task. When you know that you cannot take it, please don't go. I beg you, don't go. You're happy you adopted a child. People say, hey, welcome, welcome, baby, welcome, baby. What come next? Hmm? What come next? That is the question. I don't see the reason why you can use your money to buy something that will bring a cost to you. Do that. Please, you don't do that. Use your money to buy something that will bring blessings to you and not the one that will bring a cost to you. Some of you will say, since I adopted those kids, things are not working out well. Have you tried to search yourself? Search your soul. Have I been doing what I'm supposed to do to these kids? Are these kids actually happy? Do you get me? Are they actually happy? That is the reason. Ask yourself that question. If actually, sorry guys, you try to call them, ask them some certain question, make them feel happy with you. Don't make them when they see you, they begin to hide you, forgetting that these children will grow one day. Definitely, they will grow up one day. Okay, okay, Anna, thank you, my darling, thank you. Yes. So when I heard the story, the thing really touched me. I said, no, I have to talk to other people that are facing this problem. Please, adoption, bear it in mind, adoption is not an option. It's a very big task. I'm louding it louder. Adopting a child is not an option. It's a very big task that attracts blessing. But when you misunderstand this, it attracts a curse. Never an option. It attracts blessing when you fulfill the when you fulfill the okay. So when you see that a lot of people will think that adoption is an option, it's not an option. It has more to it. So when you fulfill the obligations, it becomes a blessing to you. But when you fail, it turns out to become a curse. And I don't think you wish to use your money to buy a curse. Nobody wishes that. Okay? So let's bear in mind that adoption is never an option, but rather is a very big task. The woman might say, why I have to say it, please correct it. Show those kids love, please. And that is why I came live to say it. All those kids need is love. Show them love, you begin to see the real person in them. Because now you are not seeing the real, you are seeing the fake because they are doing everything to survive. And you keep on complaining. Who are you complaining to? You don't have to complain. It's a burden, it's a task, and you have to carry the cross. You don't have to disturb the family members all because you just use your money to go and get a burden that I'm equal to the task because you felt at that moment you have the money. Show them love before it's too late. They need love. Watch your back is a common sense with wisdom. When you watch your back, think the generation of those kids. And I don't think they would like to go back to that. Then look front, begin to nurture them so that tomorrow when they turn back to say, okay, I don't know my biological parents, I wish I know them, but anyway, thank God maybe they might be worse or maybe they might be wicked or maybe they might not even cater for me the way these my adopted parents are doing to me. So they will have no reason to begin to wish to go back. And when you are not treating them well, when they look back and find that no means and front no means, they become worst. This is why the society is getting worse every day. Because a lot of children don't get that love they are supposed to get. How do you do it? What is your game when you know that you cannot cater for them? Please don't go. That is my own. Don't go for an adoption. Please. God bless you. Sorry, guys. Don't go for an adoption if you know you cannot cater for them. Please don't go. Please thumbs up for the host. When I look at some kids, when I look at those kids, I begin to shed tears. Even our own biological kids, we value them, we treat them. At times you correct them. They felt maybe you are being wicked or you are being so mean to them, your own biological kids. Now think of a child you adopted. The own feeling would be worst. Except some of you that you don't interact with your kids. When your kids see you, they want to go and hide. It's not an option. It's your own biological kids. But I am just hammering it louder, just to louder it, louder than loudest. Adoption is not an option, please. It's a very big task, a very big one for that matter, a very big one. All those kids need is love. They have suffered. You don't need to, again, it's not that. They need love. Show them love. So there are things. I'm coming, guys. So please, if you have anybody planning for an adoption, please let them know adoption is not an option. It's a very big task. Show those kids love. Let them know that they belong to the society. They are not different from other people. They are also humans. With this, we begin to build the society. Tomorrow, they come out to become useful to the society. A lot of people think maybe I want to adopt a child so that people will know that I'm a woman. Fine. God bless you for having that notion of adopting a child. But please, instead to add more problem to the society by not taking care of them, leave them in the orphanage homes. At least in the orphanage homes, once in a while they see people that comes there to share love to them, talk to them. At least they will be happy. Share them biscuits, give them a lot of gifts, and they will be happy again. No, you went there, you took them away, and you want to turn them to something else. Because a lot of people visit orphanage homes. If not for anything, it's not every day, but at least they begin to feel that they are being loved. People remember them, but you took them home and you turned that home to become a hell for them. At times you get something, you begin to eat it. When you are okay, that is when you give to them little. Why the children need that more than you? Because you are not growing. They are the one that need it to grow. You only eat to satisfy your stomach at that moment. Why did you bring them? Why did you go for it? Okay, Ella's mindset said, okay, yeah, honestly, it's not an option. Yes, at all those kids or adopted kids are human, and you need to know this as you take them like your own biological child and love them even when you have yours later in future. God bless you. They need love. They need to show them love. You know, a woman, she adopted two kids. And when they said don't adopt a child, she was like quarreling with the family members. Okay, she succeeded in adopting one, a girl. People were like, they are happy. The next year, she went and adopted a boy. You did not keep anything, you were busy adopting kids. When you adopt them, you don't give them food, you don't catch up for them. You begin to look for family members to send them to become a house help or a houseboy. Why did you go for it? Everybody start complaining, the kids are this, they are that, they are this. You don't need to complain. This is me. I said, don't complain. Adopted kids are supposed to be a blessing to you and not a curse. When you use your own hand to turn those blessings to a curse, you begin to ask people for solution. The only remedy to it and solution to it for you to stand back again is to bring those children and show them love. They need love. It's only love that can bring back every lost glory in that family. They sleep, they cry. The angels are always there for them. Because God had kept them all through. You don't know what they have passed through during the pregnancy. It's only the love you show to them that can bring back those glory. Thank you, Ella. You see that? Some people believe that is an option. They will grow up to. You have to nurture them well before you begin to think of the future, what they're going to offer to you. Play your own part and leave their own part for tomorrow. No, you did not play your own part and you are hoping for their own part tomorrow. You are making a very big mistake. You think you can just use your money to go and buy love tomorrow. You nurture love. And when these children don't have that love, it becomes a problem. That is it. So when people think everything is an option, it's not a fashion. I have money, I can adopt a child. It's not a fashion. Taking care of a child is not an easy task. Talk of two. God blessed you. Fine with your own kids. Fine, good. God did not bless you but gave you money that you can afford to adopt a child. Good. As you're adopting it, they are what? Bringing blessings to your family. It's when you fail to do what you're supposed to do, it turned out to be a curse. And may we never use our money to buy a curse. Amen. So that is it. I bring up this adoption of a thing. I said, adoption is not a fashion, and adoption is not an option. It's a very big task that we must carry. So let's just put a stop to these little things people go and adopt. Because tomorrow you are just causing problem to the societies. Yes, because what do you expect? Tomorrow those children will come out to become nuisance to the society because they don't know what love is all about. They have never experienced love. So what do you expect them to give into the society? Nothing. You give them what you have, isn't it? You don't give out what you don't have. When they don't have love, where do they get that love from? They are going to share to the society. Even if tomorrow they have their own kids, they don't have that time to pamper those kids, to cater for those kids. Any slighted opportunity is to bully those kids. It's not supposed to be so. When you do things accordingly, do things normally, appreciate those kids. You begin to see progress in your family, you begin to see everything will begin to turn around. But when you treat them as nobody, as in they are nobody, why you bought them with your own money, everything in your life begin to shatter. Believe it or not. Because when they are supposed to be a glory, a blessing to you, you begin to stop them, begin to keep them uncomfortable, begin to make them cry every night, all night. Their bitterness, the bitterness in their heart begin to affect your family. Yes. So that is all for today, guys. Please, this is the watch your back. It's a common sense with wisdom. Here we educate, we talk, we analyze, and we arrive at solutions. Please, thank you for your support. I still want to use this medium to say thank you to all my subscribers. May God bless every one of you. I so much appreciate every one of you. God bless you for joining me in today's live streaming. See you next week, Saturday, when we have another talk, another topic, okay? And I also want to appreciate you all for your support. Please join the membership. As you join my membership, God bless you. See you next week. God bless every one of you. Bye. I'm so happy to have you guys. See you next week. Bye.